This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Evening Update for Monday, June 8th. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening. Topping the news, another primary school in Barbados closes its doors permanently. Education Minister Ronald Jones says effective today, the Chalky Mount Primary School in St. Andrew is abandoned due to structural issues. Classes were suspended for 2 days as education officials this evening met with parents and guardians to discuss the future of the 105 students. Minister Jones tells Barbados Today the situation at the school was being monitored since last year.
The issue relates more that the building has become infrastructurally unsound. There's been a substantial amount of slippage. You can see where the land has sunken to the north, and that took time because the slippage of land is either major or through accretion. Not accretion, where it is actually moving away. And we have seen that in stark detail at Chalky Mount. So and it's the safety of the students and teachers that is our primary concern. So to accommodate those children, we will have to, where there is substantial space at the Costa Edwards, we will have to put them there from September.
Minister Jones says in the meantime, facilities will be put into place for students to resume their studies at the Wesleyan Holiness and Seventh-day churches in the area. Last year, the Society Primary School in St. John was also closed due to structural problems. On the industrial front, talks between the government and the Barbados Workers' Union on the merger of the Customs and Excise Department with the Barbados Revenue Authority will take some time. The update from veteran trade unionist Sir Roy Trotman following another meeting with Finance Minister Chris Sinclair today. Speaking to reporters following the talks, Sir Roy said there are still a number of outstanding issues that needed to be ironed out before members can make a firm decision on the transition.
We are not anxious to have any speed exercise in making that determination because there are some people who are not yet appointed and whom we want to have appointments for. On the other hand, there are some people who have appointments but have too many reasons why going over into a revenue authority may pose problems for them. And we are endeavoring to make sure that where we know what those issues are, we put them on the table. The minister and the team on the other side have undertaken to do some further study regarding those matters which we have spoken about and which have been the subject of written correspondence between the Barbados Workers' Union and themselves. And they will get back to us on some issues. On the other hand, we are looking at issues like job descriptions and the conditions of employment that have been given to us. We are studying those and we are putting together further proposals to ensure that by the time the exercise is completed, that parties on all sides are satisfied.
In other news, the country's food security is said to be under serious threat, and the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Eswolf Reed, is calling on officials to take the necessary steps to secure the sector. Reed made the comments as he addressed this morning's launch of the Barbados Youth Agripreneurship Incubator Program at the Almond Bay Caterers.
Unless a concerted and serious effort is not made to replenish this greater segment of the farming community, our agriculture sector and our food security in the very near future will be seriously compromised. Ladies and gentlemen, we have already reached or are bordering what I would call crisis status when it comes to the agriculture sector. And bear in mind, it is of critical importance to the recovery of the Barbados overall macro economy. It is necessary that we join forces, therefore at all levels, educational institutions, government and non-governmental community groups, and international organizations to rectify the problem that we are actually realizing in this sector.
However, head of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, says the threat does not apply to the entire sector, but specifically to the sugar industry.
It is not only sugar, I agree, it is molasses production, because generally our ability, our special treatment that is given in terms of our trade and rum is based upon the fact that we have some indigenous source of molasses. All of that has been in danger by the fact that we are unable to produce our capacity in terms of the amount of acreage and the sugar is small. And that is the thing that we have to address, and we have to have all the stakeholders coming on board with some form of commitment to increase that acreage. If not, it will just frustrate the policies of the minister in terms of trying to have a viable sugar industry. And I keep on pointing out the question of cost. The lower the volumes go, the more the cost of materials increase, which will of course make a competitive position of the industry going forward.
The Royal Barbados Police Force launches a formal investigation into a video that has gone viral on social media in which an officer is seen brandishing a gun. The incident allegedly occurred during a confrontation with residents in New Orleans as the policeman sat in a patrol car. The video was posted on Facebook over the weekend. Meantime, lawmen are reporting that a missing teenager, Kiana Shanti Hurley of Scotts Gap, Britons Hill, is now back home safe. The 14-year-old third-form pupil of Coleridge and Parry Secondary School went missing last month. Sports now, and the Cayman Islands government describes the recent arrest of CONCACAF boss Jeffrey Webb as gut-wrenching. Webb was among 7 top FIFA officials arrested in Switzerland recently on allegations of corruption. Breaking his silence on the still unfolding scandal, the island's sports minister Osborne Bonnen says the impact of the allegation not only affects Webb, but the entire country.
We've always heard of corruption in FIFA. That's something that, everybody talks about and stuff, but we never thought it would impact us, as it were. But having our own president of CONCACAF, Jeffrey Webb, naturally, if he's involved, then we're involved. And as Minister of Sport, it was gut-wrenching because for the sport of football, for his family, for the Cayman Islands, we have to show that, as the Premier said, that we have zero tolerance and we have to work with the authorities going forward. If he was found guilty, then, we don't condone that. If he's exonerated, then the Cayman Islands is exonerated.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Regionally reports today that the Caribbean has recorded its first case of the mosquito-borne disease Zika. According to local media in the Dominican Republic, a 12-year-old girl from Puerto Plata contracted the virus and is currently hospitalized in a private clinic in the city. The Zika virus, or ZIKV, is transmitted by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, the same one that spreads the dengue and the chikungunya virus. Health officials across the region are on alert for the virus, which showed up in Brazil 1 month ago. And finally, the United States does not yet have a complete strategy in helping Iraq against the Islamic State. So says President Barack Obama, who revealed that the Pentagon is in the process of reviewing ways to help Iraq train and equip its forces. The president made the comments after meeting with the Iraqi leader on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Germany. And on that note, we come to the end of our evening updates, but you can join us again tomorrow morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. Subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. We're also on Channel 101 online TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. Do have a wonderful evening.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MindLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.